Hey, it's Phil and Jeff from GrubTribe, and we're just doing a little breakdown about the downtown Santa Ana event we went to. Was it last week, Jeff?
Yeah, it was last Thursday night. I'm pretty sure it was called Savor Santa Ana.
Which was really cool. They had a big promotional event about a new kind of food court area that, and I don't like to say food court because it's not really the best description, but a gourmet retail area that was just opened up in downtown Santa Ana that was really nice.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful, and it has a Portola coffee, a bunch of kind of street food fair type vendors, but I mean, they had a ramen place, a little burger place, kind of think food trucks, but in an actual brick and mortar place almost.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty cool idea. They had a test kitchen there, which I'm excited to see what they're going to do with. That could be really cool. And then we actually got to walk around and see some of the other restaurants in downtown Santa Ana.
Yeah, in that retail area too, there were a bunch of Jason Quinn properties as well, right? Like he's got 3 or 4 of them in there.
Yeah, I think so. I think the Quinn Enterprises is doing a lot in downtown Santa Ana. They're doing some pretty cool stuff. And then they have a butcher there too that I thought was pretty cool because I haven't seen a real butcher in Orange County that I can remember in a long time. So that could be another really cool perk to have.
Yep. And just for anyone that doesn't know, we drop names every once in a while, and Jason Quinn is the guy who heads up Playground, which is kind of the marquee restaurant, but he's doing a lot of different things aside from full-blown restaurant experience too.
Yeah, he just opened a bakery as well, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, he's definitely one to keep your ears out for. The Chase family. What's that?
You talked to the butcher, didn't you?
Yeah, he's cool. He's probably going to be on GrubTribe in the near future too. So we'll get a more in-depth look at it. And the Chase family is the people that are responsible. I don't know if responsible, but they're a huge part in having the vision for all this to come together and setting the kind of canvas for these chefs and these entrepreneurs to fill in these spots for us food enthusiasts to go and be all excited about and enamored in. So
that was happening. It was packed. There were a lot of people there, and everyone was having a blast.
Totally. There's a little farmers market there on Thursday nights too, which is pretty cool if you've never been down there. And we popped our heads in the Little Sparrow and Chapter 1 as well, which was pretty cool. So again, that neighborhood is just, I mean, it's so fun for anyone that loves food and likes to try new things, and it's just a really, really cool place.
Yeah. Yeah, very good stuff. Should we wrap it up, or do you have anything more to say about the food that we tasted there?
Yeah, they had little bites that they were giving away, and the food was great. The cocktails were great. It was, again, just a really fun place to go and hang out and try a bunch of different stuff and a bunch of new things. So if you haven't been there, man, go down to downtown Santa Ana. It's a place to be.
Yep, 4th Street, 5th Street, 3rd Street, right? All the restaurants right in there. Really good stuff. And then that market right in the center there.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. It's growing, and there's a lot of momentum behind it. So, I mean, we could actually have a place that maybe could stand up to the food scenes of the Seattles and Portlands and Austins of the world, So that's really cool.
Yeah, that you and I were commenting to each other when we were walking around and bouncing from place to place that it's truly an urban restaurant scene where you could just walk for 10 minutes and have a ton of choices and have that city vibe with brick walls around you and cooled carved wood bars, and you feel like you're somewhere else.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like Orange County. So I mean that's the nice part about it. And people that I've talked to, one of the biggest complaints about Orange County when they came from a city, whether it's national or global, is there's no city in Orange County that you can go to. There's no city center. And I don't know. I think in the first time that I can remember, this might be it. Like I know we have the Orange Circle and maybe a few places in Costa Mesa that feel somewhat like that, but they're almost like towns. This actually feels like an urban city, so this could be something that we really need as a county, and give us some cred. So I don't know. I'm really excited about it and what they're doing. It's pretty awesome.
Let's tick off the restaurants that we've featured that are actually in this area. I mean, a lot of them are within a stone's throw of each other.
Yeah, so we've done North Left.
Yep.
And then if you walk probably 3 minutes, you can get to the playground.
Mm-hmm.
And then right next door is Worst House. And I think in the near future we're going to have some of the people in the market that are going to participate in GrubTribe. And I've also talked to Chapter 1, and we talked to Little Sparrow, and they both want to be on GrubTribe too in the near future. So, I mean, we might have the whole area covered sooner rather than later, which is, I love supporting that area. It's just so cool. And yeah, you can really get an in-depth look at everything that's going on there, and the philosophy behind it too, because it's not the normal philosophy that we're used to in Orange County. It's very let's see if people like this type dishes instead of like, oh, we know this sells, we're just going to make a carbon copy of the restaurant next door, So everybody's trying to one-up each other with creativity and ways to use different products or produce and stuff, which I love. I think it's just awesome.
Yeah, we ran into a bunch of cool journalists, writers, video crews also down there, and that was kind of fun because there's this little circle of excited culinary arts, gourmet, restaurant, recreational, folks that just love covering it, and it was kind of neat to see a bunch of them out too.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was a really, really fun night. So we actually got noticed too, Phil. People are like, hey, you guys are the GrubTribe guys, which was kind of cool. I never thought anybody would ever notice me like that. So that was kind of funny, but whatever. That's not why we do it, but it's still pretty fun.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, funny. 15 seconds of fame.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Cool. So yeah, check out downtown Santa Ana, and let's roll on to our next topic.
Cool.
You want to do a restaurant, or you want to do tequila?
Let's talk about tequila.
Okay. So hey, it's Phil Dunn and Jeff Fliegler of GrubTribe, and we're here to talk about tequila right now. We went to Solita in Huntington Beach. Solita is part of a group of restaurants. One is Sol, right on the Coast Highway in Newport Beach, and Solita are different locations. I think there's one in Valencia. There's one in Huntington Beach at Bella Terra. And we went tasting tequilas and learning about tequilas last week, and that video is going to hit the GrubTribe in around mid-late April before the run-up to Cinco de Mayo. So we learned a lot. It was fun.
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea how much went into tequila, to be honest with you, and how many different variations and styles of tequila there were. Colin, who spoke to us,
he's almost the director there.
Yeah, he's the food and beverage director there. He almost spoke to us like tequila was almost like wine, and there was that many intricacies to it. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, the plant where it starts is the agave plant, and then what happens after that is up to the craftsman who's creating that. Is it a reposado? Is it a what's the
añejo or
añejo? Yeah, the really really smoky dark ones. And so we got to taste some of those. He talked about food pairings. That was awesome. The chef there sounds like she's really in tune with the tequila itself. They have sipping tequilas, and they also have a lot of attention to lime juice and the skinny margaritas, and then margaritas that really feature the flavor of the tequila rather than what we typically know as margaritas, where they've got heavy-handed simple syrup and just blow you away with that green junk. they're doing some real fresh, nice margaritas. Plus, those sipping ones are fantastic.
Yeah, no, it was cool. And me being, I prefer bourbon actually for most of the time. He talked a lot about how, oh, you should try some of these anejos, and you'll still get that smoky, rich tones to them. And since then, I've had one or two, to be honest with you. And not, I mean, I'm not a whatever. Like I've tried a few, and it's true. Like I started to look out for it and try and taste some of those smoky notes, and he hit it right on the button. He pretty much said there's a tequila for everybody, and I think he's right. Like I pretty much was trying silvers and being like, oh, this is okay, but I wasn't really finding the match for what I really liked. So that was pretty cool and interesting. And he actually goes down there and they make their own barrels, which is super cool too.
Yeah, I would say if you go to Sol in Newport or Solita, ask for their own barrel, their custom blend that they make, and I mean it's good stuff, and it's like no other tequila you'll find, and it's to their exacting requirements.
Yeah, and we talked about how in Mexico that they actually come in and there's only certain regions that you can make tequila, and they hold you to super high standard, and if there's too many flies in the shop, you can't make it. And I mean, you think of it as kind of I don't know. It's just really serious, and they take it way more serious than I ever thought they would, which is pretty cool too. To know that these places, they're holding this stuff in really high regard. So it's good to know.
Yep. We talked about different types of agave, which you'll see in the video, and we talked about mezcal and what's allowed to be called tequila and what cannot be called tequila, and all those details are in the video. So it was like unlike other GrubTribe interviews. It was very educational and a lot of facts and angles that I wasn't aware of. So it was kind of nice. It was like going to school for about 20 minutes.
Totally, definitely. So yeah, if you don't know much about tequila, you should definitely check this out. And if you do know a lot about tequila, or you think you do, you're going to learn about 5 new things. So you can always, win a few bar bets that way. So check it out.
Yeah, definitely.